Hello, so I'm going to show you how to make your circuit. And so I'm going to show you what goes on the back of your circuit board. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what the back side of my circuit board, and the circuit board is just your cardboard, what the back side looks like, and then I'm also going to do the front side. All right, here we go. I'm going to share my screen so you can see the back side and then the front side. So I'm going to take a ruler and I'm going to use a Sharpie. And I'm going to go ahead and roughly, it's okay if it's not perfect, roughly halfway across the board, I'm going to put a dashed line. And then about halfway, I'm going to put a straight line. All right. And grab another Sharpie because this one's not great. So I'm going to put some information on the back of my circuit board. So back here, I am going to list, put this down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to write on here, conductor. All right, so we're going to be using wire, and wire is a conductor. This Sharpie looks like it's going to work. A conductor roughly looks like this. We have a piece of wire, and the wire is covered with rubber or plastic, and then it has metal wire inside. So the metal is the conductor. It helps the electricity to flow. Okay, that's what a conductor does. Down here, we're going to write insulator. And I'm going to draw another picture of my wire. This is exaggeratedly large. And if you've looked in your packet at your wire, you know that. And this time, we're pointing to this part, and we're going to call this rubber or plastic. It depends on the wire. So an insulator stops the flow of electricity. Okay. So we are going to be using wire that looks like this. This is doorbell wire. It's very, very thin. It has plastic on the outside, and I have stripped away the plastic so that you can see that there is wire that's metal inside the plastic. So the wire is a conductor, the plastic is an insulator. And the reason why they put plastic on the outside is so that people who are installing doorbells or who are installing other wire don't get a shock, right? So the insulator protects them. All right, now we have two kinds of circuits. We have a closed circuit and we have an open circuit. So a closed circuit means that the electricity is on. An open circuit means the electricity is off. So if I have my light bulb here, and if my circuit is closed, it means that my light bulb is going to shine. My light bulb is on. If my circuit is open, it means that my light bulb isn't on. It's going to be off. So it's not going to be shining. Okay? All right. And I'm going to put this over here and this over here so that it's separate from my little picture. Okay? So this is the back of your circuit board. And if you want, you can write your name on it. All right. Now we're going to look at the front of our circuit board. And the front's going to look very different. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. If you're not done yet, you can pause the video. And I'm going to flip it over. Right over here, I am going to put my battery. So I'm going to draw a spot. I'm going to put a dot right here at the left. And I'm going to put a dot right here. And then I'm going to draw a spot, a space, where my battery is going to go. So I'm going to draw a little rectangle. And I'm going to draw this nice and neat. And I also want to put a dot. This is going to be dot number 1. And I want to kind of make sure that my battery will fit there. So I drew my space. I'm pretty familiar with batteries, so it's pretty exact. So my battery is going to go right here on this spot. Okay. This dot is going to be number 1, and this dot is going to be number 6. Now I'm going to have some other dots. And it's really important to space your dots as close to being like mine as you can. So I am going to put dot number 2 is going to come over a little bit, like about 1.5 inches, and then it's going to go down about 1 inch, so it's going to be right here. And that's dot number 2. Dot number 3 has to be right about here, about 1 inch over from the side and about 2 inches down. And that's going to be dot number 3. Dot number 5 is going to be right here. And dot number 4 is going to be right about here across from that. Okay, so we want your dots to be very similar to mine in size and placement. And on this part, I'm going to write Karen's circuit board. Okay. And I'm going to put a little fancy cloud around it. Okay. If you want to draw a skull and crossbones or danger warning, electricity, you can do that too. That's up to you. All right, so very specific things are going to happen to each one of these. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop recording right now. And I'm going to make a second video that shows you how to attach all the wires and the battery and the bulb and the clothespin and all of the other things that you have to attach. All right, so thank you for joining me. I think it's easier to make it into videos. All right, so watch the second part, part 2, and we'll see if you can get your circuit to work.